everybody, this is Kenny with Beat Body Training and welcome to Motivational Mondays. So it's the year 2015, we're in the second month of the year and I'm sure everybody's already losing steam on their New Year's resolutions. Now if you watched my previous video on New Year's, my resolution, I said I wanted to experience something phenomenal. I wanted to read 100 books by the time I'm 30. So I wanted to keep you guys updated and show you the method that I've been using to keep me motivated on my goals as well, and I hope that this works for you guys. So one of my goals, like I said earlier, was to read 100 books by the time I'm 30. Now that's a lot of books. I've already started this goal a couple years ago and it's been a big goal, but I wanted to update you guys. Now I set a rule to make sure that I would read every single day. So what I did was I took something that I love, which is exercise or dancing, and I said I'm not gonna dance, I'm not gonna exercise unless I get at least 1 hour of reading in every single day. Now this is already pretty hard because I work 8 to 12 hours a day with different clients, not counting what I do on YouTube and answering email questions and being married. It's a big list of things to do just like everybody else. But I love to dance and I love to exercise. So what I said what I do is if I want to hit the weights hard for 1 hour, I need to make sure that I read for 1 hour prior to even getting in my car and hitting the track or hitting the gym or going to gymnastics. See? So what I did was I picked 2 books. The first thing I did was I picked a book on a topic that I'm familiar with, which is fitness, and I figured how can I get smarter at fitness? So luckily my sister, she's a nurse and she went to Simon Fraser, so she's got a bunch of books on medicine. So she gave me a book about 1.5 years ago, I think almost 2 years ago, and I hadn't touched it because I already read a lot of other books on fitness. But I said, you know what, I'm going to read this one. It's a challenge. It's about 400 pages. This was the book right here. Boom. You can see it's pretty thick. It's got a lot of stuff in there, a lot of labs. It's about 476 pages. Okay? Goes over everything on eccentric, decentric motion, strength training, nutrition, multivitamins, supplementation. It goes over a lot of different things in here, okay? This is a thick book. How am I going to read all this in 30 days? Well, what I did was I did the same approach to exercise that I do to reading. So when you exercise in the gym, you chunk your workouts up. You don't just say, I'm going to tackle the entire gym and do all that. That doesn't really happen. And the same thing with reading. Now, I don't like to read all the time. When I was in school and university, I didn't like to read. You read because you have to. So I had to figure out a way to make this enjoyable. So what I did was I set my timer for 5 minutes. So I'd set the timer 5 minutes on my watch, boom, and I'd start reading. In 5 minutes, you read about, 4, 10, 8 pages. It depends on your speed of reading and how you comprehend the knowledge that you're taking in. But after 5 minutes, I felt kind of cheated. I was like, that's it? That's it? I walk on a treadmill for like an hour. I could do another 5 minutes. So I set my watch again. Boom. Another 5 minutes goes by. Keep reading. Next thing you know, you do it again. Boom. And I divided up my reading into 5-minute sets. So I would do 20 minutes of reading, and then I'd go take a break, go have some water, I'd go make a smoothie, I'd come back upstairs, I would read again for another 5 minutes, and I would review the last 2 to 3 pages of what I read, and then I would continue reading. So you're layering over top of what you just read, and then you're continuing on with new material 5 minutes at a time. I would do basically 3 sets of 20, and that was 1 hour. By the time the 1 hour was done, I was able to go and hit the gym. I was able to go downstairs and work out. I would read in between my clients. If someone's 5 minutes late, I'm up here, I'm reading. See? So that's how I was able to finish for over 400 pages in 1 month of the book. Then I moved on to this book, another university book I did. I took criminology in university, and this was one of the books that I had, the Canadian criminal justice system. So I just thought I'd reread it all over again. And as you can see, I had notes in here, sticky notes on chapters, and I took the exact same approach. Now, this one was harder to read because if you don't have an interest too much in the subject that you're reading, you really have to just sit down and ham it out. Just get it done, 5 minutes at a time. But the technique worked because, again, I associated reading with exercise. If I don't get to finish the reading, I don't get to exercise. I don't get to practice. I don't get to basically have fun. And, it takes a lot of discipline sometimes to do this, but this is one of my New Year's resolution goals. And I'm going to continue to do this. So, if you are trying to learn something new this year and you're having trouble with it, my suggestion would be to you, chunk it up. Chunk it up. Start with 5 minutes. Start with 10 minutes. Heck, you can go down to 6 minutes. But what you're going to find is that once you start and you get into it, you get into what's called state. And when you're in state, it's hard to get out of state. Just like when we exercise, or if you're playing soccer or basketball, or you're engaged in a movie, you get into state. And when you're in state, it's hard to get out of it. So I suggest find a way to get into state, and I suggest using chunking as that method for your New Year's goal. If it's fitness, if it's nutrition, start off, chunk it up. Say, today, 5 days out of the week, I'm going to have 4 healthy meals. If you're still trying to get off the processed food and you really need that one processed food cheat meal day, cheat meal, not cheat day, cheat meal, then go for it. Have that one meal. But remember, it does set you back. Okay? So don't just go thinking, oh my God, I had one, it's not going to set me back. It will set you back, especially if you're not athletic. But try that chunking. Try chunking healthy meals. Chunk your water intake. Chunk your exercise up. Do, again, 20 minutes at the end of your workout on cardio. Do 5 minutes of the bench press. Do, 5 minutes of leg press. Chunk everything up, and you'll see you're getting more and more and more on the checklist done. I hope this helps, guys. Have a great day. Once again, subscribe to the channel, rate the video, share the video, and don't forget to check out my website, www.beatbodytraining.com. I have my meal plan ready for sale. You order it, you click it, $74. It's all yours. It goes Dropbox to your email. Take care. Happy New Year once again, and don't give up. Chunk your goals. Peace.